Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee, Florida. Basically a month into the season, here in week 4, and teams are starting to reach a critical portion of the schedule. It's the Virginia Tech Hokies and the Florida State Seminoles. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
I caught up with the Florida State head coach pregame. He told me this is a crucial game to stay focused. He understands coming into this loud and crazy environment against a team that is not ranked in the top 25 could be easy to overlook. But he's shown his players tape all week, and he said, we have to understand every play matters. We cannot look ahead to next week, or this week will be a disaster. Guys, back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. And the Hokies headed toward the ball, and we are ready for action. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Jarrett Gibson. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. I don't know why, but it's a thing. The ACC Wheel of Destiny. You spin it, you never know how it's going to come up, and you can't afford to give away a game early in a conference like this.
And I think both of these coaching staffs, David, understand that, and they've been preaching to their team, we've got to start fast. Not just in this game. We've got to start the season fast. We've got to take advantage of this opportunity.
And I think Reese hit it right on the head, too. The Wheel of Destiny, right? It seems like it's a new team every year that's playing in the championship and appears to be a wide-open league. So a lot of turmoil, a lot of change. I think that starting 1-0 is an important step to getting to that championship game.
Third down, and they'll need 5 to keep this opening drive moving. From the gun, wants to pass. Out wide left, it's Lopez. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Give to the running back. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these 3rd downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Third and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. Powers inside. He did not make it. A stone wall on 3rd down. They told us they were going to be aggressive no matter where they were on the field. Didn't take long to prove it. Going for it on 4th down in their first drive. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
How about that call? You're right around midfield, 4th down on your opening drive, so you run the football and you put your trust and confidence in your offensive line up front to get it done and keep your offense on the field. That is impressive.
The Noles are marching down the field. Wants to throw on first. Unloads to the wideout. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
And as an offense, you want to stay aggressive. You want to keep calling these downfield shots. I know you didn't complete that one, but you want to send a clear message. You're trying to take the top off this defense. You keep calling downfield shots. You soften up the coverage. You get those safeties playing deep. That's going to open up your running game later on.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Changing the routes with his receivers. Hits inside. It's Gibson. Can't get him to the ground.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
This opening drive, methodical, efficient. They'll snap it for the 9th time on 3rd and short. They'll move the tight end. Right at the line. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a first down for this offense.
And I think this is starting to get really frustrating for this defense, man. This is a drive that they're putting play after play together, and you finally force the 3rd down, and they get the first down again. And so starting to sub some bodies because they're getting a little bit tired. They've got to find a way to get a 3rd down stop.
The Seminoles pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. He's looking to pass. Fires to the wideout. Left side is Lopez. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
Oh, that is a rope for the completion in this offense. I'll tell you, think about great Seminole quarterbacks, the 3 W's. Wenke, Winston, Ward. Dudes that could change the game. Heisman Trophy winners. Every defensive coordinator was scared every time they had to play the Seminoles because of that vaunted passing attack. And this guy, I think he has D coordinators seeing ghosts because this guy can play at a high level.
Moving out to the right. Looking to the big tight end. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
And we talk to teams week after week and quarterbacks and coaches, and what do they always say, man? Quarterback's best friend is a tight end. Well, that play right there, he wasn't his best friend. You don't see a lot of drops from him, but, man, he had an opportunity to catch that one.
2nd and long here. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. He's got it.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. signaling to his guys. Sends it back in motion. Shotgun snap on third down. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Not the way you want to start your first drive, and the defense forces a turnover. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Gives it. And he's swallowed up immediately, stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw, it's Jacobs. The screen, he's got wheels. Crosses the 30. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. The Hokies come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Leaves it in his belly. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Still nothing on the board as we open up play here in the second quarter. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Caught in the backfield, it's Marsh. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. Finds his man on the RPO. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the first down. Hokie, 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 high, Tech, Tech, VPI got it rolling on the ground.
And Virginia Tech fans love that chant, and they love the physical ground game and the ability to run the football. That's kind of who they are. That's how they're built. Just a tough group of individuals.
Defense looks as if it's coming. Straight ahead, it's Davis. Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. To the air, it's Jacobs. Escapes the pressure going right. There he goes. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
Quarterbacks have a hard job. They got to drop back and try to see the whole field and then see the rush coming to him. But you could tell he did a really good job scrambling outside the pocket, improvising, making a play with his feet, and then getting the first down.
And the Hokies have it with a 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. He's going to take off. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10.
Man-to-man coverage is a great opportunity for scrambling quarterbacks to take off and run because everybody on defense who's covering has their backs turned to the quarterback, obviously, because they're chasing an intended receiver or target. So good job that time by the quarterback knowing I've got man coverage. If it's not open, I can take off and go make something positive happen.
second down in the red zone and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Got out of trouble and throws. Touchdown, Hokies! First score of the game goes up. That was an absolute sledgehammer of a drive, just taking the air out of the ball.
And it's hard when you run that many plays not to make a mistake and throw an interception or get penalties and put you in a bad spot. But the offense just strung play after play after play together and got in the end zone.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They go 83 yards on the drive, and they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Seminoles offense comes out ready to get this drive started. They're trying to put something, anything together to get that goose egg off the scoreboard down 7-0.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
And the Noles can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Gibson. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Grab behind the line. It's Lopez. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
Long way to go on second down. From the gun. Gonna take a shot. And he makes the grab and gets the foot down. What a job for a huge gain there.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got to be able to...
Makes the grab and room to run. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State. The extra point here would tie the game. And the point after is good. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. Let's see what he can do with the return. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. To be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Sets his feet. It's Jacobs. Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Play clock was getting close to 0, and they have to burn a timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Line getting set on 2nd down. The snap sets up the throw. Tosses it incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on 3rd down at the Dome. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense, because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Here's Gibson to begin the drive. Tackled after a gain of 4 on the play, and that takes us to the 2-minute timeout. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Kept it on the ground, now they'll throw. That one comes out hot down the right side. Leaping grab for a big gain. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. The Seminoles come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Fresh center down's going to the air. That's caught. It's Lopez. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Virginia Tech wants to take a moment. They call their 2nd timeout. And now what will they come up with on this 2nd down play? Second down coming up. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Almost a D lineman's dream, but he couldn't hang on. It'll be 3rd down.
All right, well, the quarterback's showing you he is human after all. Finally throws an incompletion, and not just that, after a couple completions back to back to back, almost throws a pick.
A defense trying to get a stop on 3rd down from the 44. They'll send the back in motion. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. Sprinting away. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Noles. He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with a 44-yard touchdown pass. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Back to pass, it's Jacobs. Got his man. He's down right there, short gain on the grab. Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Makes a grab deep. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. Timeout call by Virginia Tech. That's their 3rd and final one. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. They just dialed up one big play. Let's see if they've got another one on 1st and 10 from the 35. Fresh set of downs going up top. Unloads to the wideout. Had to force that one.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job on the defense.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. The DBs will back off a bit. Motion from the wide receiver. Back to pass on 2nd down. This one's complete. Stop just inside the 25. We'll mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and a 1st down. Tells to run, wants to pass. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
Good, wide open, big play opportunity. Hits him right between the numbers. You got to make that play. Those are one of those where I tap my helmet like, dude, that was me. That was on me. My bad. Give me another opportunity later on.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. To the air, it's Jacobs. Out wide right, it's Marsh. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Virginia Tech.
Well, that was a huge touchdown late here in the first half for their confidence offensively. They want to be able to keep this thing close, obviously, or take the lead going into the second half. So if they kick the extra point here, you tie it up. But you've also got the option here to be aggressive and try and take the lead with a two-point conversion. We'll see what they do.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished things up with a dart from 24 yards out. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Snaps it, they'll throw to start the drive. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking downfield very late in the half. Lets it fly. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Looking for more room. The 20. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Guys, welcome into the EA Sports College Football Update Show, the Week 4 edition. So let's dive right in. We start with a look at the Pitt Panthers taking on the North Carolina Tar Heels. And it's Pitt looking to move to 4-0 on the young season. And they're in front right now, and they've done it with discipline. Kind of the calling card of this program.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14.
Now let's take a look at some other top 25 action going on around the country.
Virginia Tech opens this drive as the offense looks ready to go. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep...
It's a fumble. Bounced right back to them. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Quick give. It's Davis. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. The Hokies in the hurry-up.
And this offense is clicking, man. This defense is going to have to find something in a hurry, right? That's 3 plays. That's 3 first downs. They've got to do a better job of affecting this defense, getting some penetration, winning at the line of scrimmage. You can't let them just move down the field and get a first down on every single play they run.
Four wide out set, 3 of them to the left on 2nd and 1. Grabbed behind the line, it's Marsh. brings him down at the 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a first down for this offense. And the Hokies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a man. It's Jacobs. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved when I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Second and long here. The give to Davis. Sees a crease. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Hokies. That one will give them the lead.
Well, on that run, he shows you why he's so dynamic. He's got all the tools in the toolbox to hit the home run, David, and they're going to stay patient with him. They know they're not going to score a touchdown every single time they give it to him, but he is that guy that can break the game wide open for this offense. Expect more from him.
Yeah, and then once you start giving it to him, you create that balance on offense. Then you can play action and suck those linebackers up. So it's only going to help this offense make it more two-dimensional as opposed to one. Get the running game going, and then it opens up the pass.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Florida State comes out ready to put something together on this drive. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball. Here, really good job at the point of attack.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Kept the last one on the ground. Now they'll throw. And that is interception number 3 on the day.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his 2nd interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
They'll ride Davis here. Got enough for the first down. And he's brought down after a nice game.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. To the air, it's Jacobs. Rush right in his face. Pass is incomplete, but there is a flag, and the D might have been a little too rough on the quarterback there. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. After that flag, they spot the ball inside the 20. It's 1st and 10. Fresh setter downs going to the air. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
And that's one the offense just needs to be able to hit, right? That's a completion they should be able to hit in their sleep. Receivers got to do a better job.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Off the bootleg and rolling out. Moving to his left. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line.
I love when you boot athletic quarterbacks, and you boot him to the left right here outside the pocket. Does a great job. He can attack down the field, or he can take off and run. It's kind of a pass-run option, especially when you have a guy that dynamic at the quarterback spot.
Turns into the pile. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
And, man, that's so frustrating for this defense to get him in 3rd down and short. And look, the first down's almost a touchdown, right? So this is a tough situation. This defense is going to have to bring in big bodies and really sell out somehow. Try to get some penetration. Try to make a big play on 1st and goal that can maybe back them up.
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, we've got to be able to run the football because we're going up against a top 10 rushing defense. Let's see if they can step up here and get it done. Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense. You're creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody's selling out to stop the run. Nice job being aggressive by this defense.
Short field payoff with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. Right side, it's Marsh. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And this offense doing a really nice job, man. They're understanding who they are. And Jesse, do you find guys, man, on the outside that you know where they're going to be, you know they're going to make plays, and you just continue to feed them?
Yeah, no question, especially in a situation like this, David. When the game's on the line, you got to go to your best players. And quarterbacks, they keep track of what's happening during the game. Who's winning? Who's getting separation on the outside? Who do I feel comfortable throwing to in tight coverage? This is the guy. That's now his 2nd touchdown catch in the game, and I don't think that's going to be the last time we see him touch the ball.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Jarrett Gibson. Just gets it to the 20, a pickup of 1.
And I think the defense kind of understood what was coming. Back-to-back possessions where this offense threw interceptions, like they're going to want to get the run game going, and they were ready for it. Great job fitting the gaps and making good, solid tackles.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. This time they'll throw it. Here comes the heat. And it's a sack.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Fires to the tight end. He'll be brought down at about the 18-yard line, not enough to move the sticks.
And that's really good tackling by this defense, man. 3rd down, understanding the sticks. And what you got to do is break on the football. That drag route comes open. He sees him. He throws it. Man, it does not stay open long because they break on the football with great tackling and force the 4th down.
This offense has it with really good field position. Tells the play fake, wants to throw on 1st down. Going for it all. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Hokies! These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they split the uprights on the extra point. They're up 35-14. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Takes the handoff. It's Croma. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Virginia Tech is on top. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Kept it on the ground, now they'll throw. Out wide right, it's Thomas. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first?
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. He's got him in the flat. Turns it on in midfield. That defense got gassed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
And, man, this dude has been a weapon early in this football game. They just keep finding him. And the matchups are a problem. You want to put a linebacker pressure on him. He's too fast for him. Continues to make catches, continues to chew up yards. You might want to think about putting a safety on him or somebody with a little bit more speed.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
Escapes the pressure to his right. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense picks it up. Racing down the left side. Pass to 10. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And that is a defensive lineman's dream. Ball on the ground, pick it up, make some moves, take it all the way to the house. Palmer, I did think he was going to run out of oxygen.
Yeah, David, I don't know if that guy's ever run that far in his life. They're going to have to get him some oxygen on the sideline soon because he's got to go back on the field right away.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. They'll line up for a second down play. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now. If you're the play caller, certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Out wide left, it's Lopez. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. The Seminoles are moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw again. Caught. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds.
Oh, a lot of space. Into the house. Touchdown, Florida State. The AT unit on the field. And it's perfect. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And the score coming on the touchdown pass from 55 yards out. And he's not going to take the touchback. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. this possession. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
He'll keep it on second down. He'll get a fresh set of downs stopped at the 31-yard line.
Sometimes as a quarterback, you just need to take the game over yourself. You need points to win, and it's going to come down to you throwing it or maybe running it like you just saw there to get that done.
Scanning the field, it's Jacobs. He lofts one down the sideline. And incomplete on the deep ball.
No big surprise there, right? You're throwing to a guy that already has 3 touchdown catches in the game, so take another shot. Every time he has looked his way, good things have happened, and that's one of the very few times in this game so far where they have not been able to hook up.
They'll need a bunch on second down. Selling the fake. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. So the last couple of possessions trying to put together a rally, but is it too little too late? Here's Gibson to begin the drive. Nice move there. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
One of the things you love about this running back is his physicality. He's got great size, and because of that, he can wear defenses down. Those 2, 3, and 4-yard gains in the first and second quarter, they become big gains late. Guys don't want to tackle him, and you're seeing that now.
Looking for a chunk play on second and short. Trying to make magic on the scramble. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure it to first down. And the Seminoles racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
Second and long here. They'll go to the air. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
Third and long right here. Motion from the back. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. And you don't get nearly enough on third down. Fourth down coming from the 48.
And this is not decision time. This offense, it's green light the rest of the game. Down multiple possessions, got to go for it on fourth down. Probably had that in mind. It's a little shorter fourth down, but this offense has got to stay fast-paced and got to make some explosive plays.
And guys, hold that thought just a second because here comes the fourth down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. Throws quickly. Not gonna make it. And the fourth down gamble backfires.
I think after failing on the fourth down, guys, you look at the scoreboard, you look at how much time is left. I think they're going to lose this football game. This coaching staff is going to have to dig deep and try to find ways to get this team better next time they take the field.
Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Oh, he's got some space. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Runs through the tackle. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they built this lead. They've had a great day today.
Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. Dropping back, it's Jacobs. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
And the offense comes up short on 3rd down, but I'll tell you what, they've still had a good day. There's so many positives to point to. I'll be interested to see if they go for it here on 4th down. They don't have to. They got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, shown a variety of all kinds of things. Now it's just about how they want to finish.
The Hokies decide to punt it away. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. Coverage unit all over him, stopped immediately. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Back has it. Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcat.